So there was this thing I was going to tell you. It went something like
Oh,
literally.
really?
Yeah, so anyway, we just watched an episode of The Bachelorette, a special one.
Special episode.
It was The Men Tell Nothing.
The men tell nothing at all, no information. They just sit there and stare at the camera and make you so uncomfortable that you turn the TV off.
Yeah, and watch themselves.
But we didn't break. We watched it.
Yeah, we won the staring contest. None of us blinked.
No. We did that for 2 hours straight. My eyes are burning right now.
Yeah, mine are red.
What's your name again?
Vic?
I think that sounds about right. What's mine?
Jaime?
Jamie?
Jamie?
This is like literally. I feel like should we do a little promoting?
Yes.
Everyone likes promoting.
So we're sponsored now.
By my
by
mom.
The Bachelor. Yeah. By our parents.
My mom is sponsoring this. Thank you, Mom. No, that's not even true.
No, it is not.
She probably doesn't even know.
But we're open for sponsors.
We are open for sponsors.
So like Pepsi, Coke,
cocaine. No, not that route.
Not until it's legal.
But you can listen to us on multiple platforms. We are expanding. We are going worldwide.
We are Mr. Worldwide.
You can call us Pitbull. We are on Spotify. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Why am I counting on my hands? I don't remember. What else? Podbean, iHeartRadio.
Sure. Pandora, apparently.
Are we?
It is.
Oh,
we are.
I didn't know that. This is news to me. Hieroglyphics. You can read us on the insides of caves.
The cave paintings tell our story.
Yeah. That's the newest one. I feel like it's the most modern, too. Everyone's hyped about that. There's emojis. Sure.
Yeah, we have our own emoji.
Yeah, sure. Thank you for tuning in, though. Week after week, we appreciate you.
It means a lot to us.
It does mean a lot.
It's what gets us out of bed in the morning.
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah. That's what gets me out of bed, not the need for constant therapy and someone to pull me out of bed. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go with what you said. That's my answer too. But before we get into the episode, I guess we haven't been doing updates this past week on our own personal lives.
That is true.
Personal dating
last week.
And the week before and the week before that. And probably
more after that.
Mostly because we found it to be just a little too depressing because we didn't have anything to say.
We thought about lying, but we couldn't lie to you guys.
No. We're the most honest.
Yeah, we're honest. This is an honest podcast.
That's when we retitle it, we are calling it the Honest Podcast. That is our slogan now. We are honest, Honest Podcast. But I feel like I should give an update. I have a little bit of dating related stuff to talk about. So I do have another job aside from this podcast. Can you believe it? I don't live off of this podcast.
I'm able to make ends meet.
So I did ask out a coworker, which before I even tell this story, what is your opinion on that? Do you think smart idea?
Yeah, I like to shit where I eat.
Yeah. That is a very famous saying. Don't do that. Don't crap where you eat. Don't shit, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, for good reason, but at the same time, it is where you're meeting people and getting to actually spend time with them.
It is, it's a good place to meet people because you consistently see them on a regular basis, similar to school and stuff like that.
Right.
But this is a professional place. I think I'm okay. Let me just say it did not. It doesn't have a bad ending, but it didn't go my way. I was declined. I felt very rejected and embarrassed. No, I mean it went fine. But I guess I'm in that stage now where I haven't even seen her since it all happened. She said no. I guess I have the fear though of like, oh, is it gonna make it weird? Am I gonna be weird? Is she gonna be weird?
Right. Yeah, that's always the possibility, and that's what the saying comes from.
What do you think I do from here? I will do whatever you say.
I'd say avoid her at all costs.
Yeah.
Hide from her if you see her.
Quit my job.
Quit the job, move, change your name. Just the safe precautionary stuff.
Yeah, and never do this again. No.
No, in reality, I'd say just kind of like, it'll be kind of weird, I imagine, but I'd just kind of play it off. Maybe let her initiate the first conversation instead of going up to her right away again.
Right. I mean, I definitely. It's not something that bothers me deeply, but there was for sure like embarrassment like there, like when it happened, and like I feel like it's like fair that just like rejection in general
no, it's very
is
fair.
And I'm not even like ashamed to say that I'm embarrassed or feel embarrassed. I guess like I almost don't want to like play off though like I'm not embarrassed, because like that would be like a lie.
Insincere,
Like
yeah.
But I feel like I don't know.
And we're
like,
the honest podcast. So
we are very
lie.
honest. I can't do that. That's true. But I don't know. I kind of just feel the like urge, not urge. It's a weird way to put it, but I just feel like I'm allowed to feel embarrassed. I feel like it's not unfair of me to be maybe like not ready to like go back and start like talking to her as if like nothing happened yet. Like I feel like I have the right to like recover. That makes it seem worse than it is. Like I am okay. Let me just stress, I am okay.
Yeah, but like speaking with the same person again, it would.
Yeah,
it's gonna need
like,
some time.
It either needs to be acknowledged, which probably is maybe the healthy thing to do.
Yeah, I'd say communication, definitely.
Yeah, we wanna give good advice. I want to do the right thing. So hey, if anyone else has advice on how I should play it off or go about it moving forward, we want to hear your advice, see if it's better
and we'll
than ours.
randomly select one, and he will be forced to do it.
Yes, it'll be like one that says "quit your job" or something. Yeah, give me good advice, and I'll listen to it. So that hopefully it's better than ours. No, nothing's better than our advice.
I mean, at best, it could be close. The second best.
Yeah.
Give us the second best advice.
Give us the second best, because we know that you can. We already have the best advice to give. All joking aside, though, I'm good. Do you have any updates or no? No.
So I asked out this coworker.
And she said yes in your face.
So I'm pretty happy.
No, you should have said, so this coworker asked me out.
I'd be way better, yeah.
And I said no.
She was my crush, but I said no because only I can ask her.
Yeah. Now she ruined it because she asked me and she emasculated me.
She made me feel like a beta. And only I can make myself look like a beta.
Yeah, I don't even need to try. It's a challenge. No. But so no news with you.
I'll get news next week.
I'm starting to realize why we stopped giving these updates again. Stop asking for them, man. You're just pressing us.
I know.
The audience wants to just hear like our downfall and like all the like, man, these guys really make me feel better. We are here to please.
I know. That is what we do.
I enjoy a little self-deprecation, I will say.
Yeah, it does make me feel good.
Yeah, make jokes out of like our pain and trauma and pretend it doesn't hurt. No, it doesn't hurt. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Final,
okay as well.
Final words are "I am okay." You don't need to worry.
Famous last words.
Famous. Oh gosh. All right. Before we get too much off topic, I guess is there anything else you'd like to say? Any additives before we discuss? Pretty thrilling episode.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just looking for new adjectives to describe like each episode. You know, interesting, thrilling.
Mm-hmm.
Give me another one. Give me another one.
Traumatizing.
Chaotic. That's a
Chaotic.
good one. We need like a word of the day or word of the week. We need to start doing that.
And yeah, we'll just find a way to insert it.
Yeah. Give us a word
us a
for next
word.
week. Comment it or something, and
we'll
we'll use
at
it.
least say it 3 times randomly. And
It has to make sense. Too.
Yeah, we can't just say it.
Okay, that's a good challenge. All right, to the episode. The tell-all. The men tell-all. How did it start?
It started with like a bunch of previews, pretty much kind of.
Oh, yeah, previewing the episode that we're literally about to watch in like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
What's the point of that?
It did do that a couple of times, which is kind of weird. And then it went over a bunch of like the most popular clips of the show
it
so
recapped
far.
a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
I think our first, not interview, but like guys that spoke out, we got Sean talking about Brayden. He called him manipulative and stuff like saying he made it about himself and stuff.
Self-centered.
Michael also complaining about Brayden, saying he shouldn't have come back or whenever he came back, he's saying like, what was the point of that?
You just stole time. And then Tanner. He also had something to say about Brayden.
Everyone has something to say about Brayden. I mean,
There's
that's
definitely a
nothing
pattern
new.
here.
Yeah, it's like I wonder why. I did like this. This is probably a joke or a little reference that you won't understand, but any viewers who have been watching for a while, there was a reference that Jesse Palmer said, like in the midst of all this, it was like reference to I think the like kissing date, whereas like the longest kiss,
okay,
it's like, you know, sort of making the joke of how they all had to watch that, and
Right.
he had said something like made the joke of like, we all know that Yosef has a daughter at home. That does that make any sense to you?
That did not.
Okay.
No.
So to fill you in and to fill the audience in, a few seasons ago on the Bachelorette, there was a contestant named Yosef. He was an older, I don't know, old enough to be a dad. He had a daughter.
Okay.
And there was a date that occurred that he was not even on. It was like the dodgeball date this season. But this is one that was like during COVID, so they were stuck at like a resort. But so the guys got invited to go on a date. It was a dodgeball date, but they had to play basically naked, like they Speedos or whatever. But like it was like strip dodgeball. So like when they lost, they had to like take off their clothes.
Classic.
It was pretty weird.
Dodgeball.
It was pretty weird.
Yeah,
and it was like
that'd be a little weird.
I wouldn't want to be on that date. And it's like there's totally like a double standard there. Where it's like you cannot have like the women do that. It's like, come on now. Like,
I mean, I don't understand if they like stop at the underwear, like the Speedo.
Yeah, but they didn't.
They didn't.
They didn't. But so someone like when the guys got back from that date, they like told everyone, and Yosef was like, I can't believe it. Like for some reason, really pissed him off though, and he went on to like talk to the Bachelorette, who is Claire.
Okay.
And told her like, I have a daughter at home, and the fact that you would make these men do that and like have her watch that and like have her knowing that I was on that show, that like disgusts me. Like really just calling her out and going at her. But that whole line, the fact that he said he had a daughter at home, he said that probably 5 times in the comments.
Nice.
That's why it became such funny. A meme. This is also honestly though like the first time they've really brought it up since, and this was like like during 2020, like mid-COVID, so it was like a few years, but a good meme, a good reference. Good. It was very funny, very
like that.
Entertaining. He was a pretty douchebag guy, so
yeah, it does seem like it.
But I appreciate that reference.
What would you compare him to a modern, the guy
on this season? Yeah. I mean, kind of Brayden in the sense of like not overall, but I honestly liked Brayden this episode. Like, and I actually quite liked him, but the way he responded to the like kissing date,
Right.
where it was like he was like,
Okay, he was.
I'm gonna
definitely
like
acting
pack my bags because you
Right,
like
yeah.
kissed a guy for like 4 minutes. Yeah, like he felt insulted by that. It's probably similar, but
Well, he had a daughter at home, I think.
yeah, he also apparently probably has a daughter. No, but I don't know. No one really compares to him other than that Brayden in that
yeah.
like one instance. But yeah, he was a weird character, and he was really mean. He called the like Bachelorette like I expected more from the oldest Bachelorette or whatever, because she was like the oldest. Bachelorette. Yeah,
Like, more
real
what?
douche. Real douche. Yeah, more what? It's her idea to make people get naked. Fuck off. I liked. I don't know if I liked, but I kind of understood Brayden when his claim before, like when he actually, I think this was still even before he got to take the hot seat or whatever it's called.
Right.
When he was still bickering with all the guys, he said he was the most real.
He did say he was the realist.
And like even just the way the other guys talk, the fact that they would like almost censor
I
their
was
like
gonna
the
talk
like the
about
way
this
they
as well.
speak, the like cuss. Yeah, but that is kind of weird. Like, why would you feel ashamed to like swear or whatever? I mean,
Well, I'm sure they're told not to try to not to during this.
you think so? You think
Yeah.
they're told that? That
Well, it is
could
a
be
PG
true.
Yes.
I mean, it is on ABC, but they like the production can just censor it. They can bleep it out and stuff. Like,
Right. But I think they prefer it if you don't.
probably not. And like, if you're swearing constantly, you're probably not going to get a whole lot of like screen
Right.
time unless like,
It's important.
yeah, unless you're like really liked by the lead.
I'm sure they make it clear like it's fine because everyone was doing it a little bit to do it a little bit, like not to
Yeah,
aggressively swear.
yeah, but I mean, do you agree with him? Do you feel like he was the most real or honest or any of his claims?
I feel like he was definitely himself.
I do think that. I will
There's no
fully
doubt.
agree with you on that. I really think he was being Brayden.
Too much, a little too much. of
Yeah,
himself.
maybe Brayden himself isn't bad, but Brayden on this TV show just doesn't work, I
Yeah,
guess.
I agree with that. I mean, I can't know what he's like in real life, but on the show, definitely. But the realist. I mean, I don't think he was the realist. I think,
Who do you think is the realist?
well, Dalton definitely seems pretty real.
He seems pretty real. But what
I
if
think he's
what if
real.
he's not
What if
real
he's
though?
not?
What if
Like
he's
Joey? I think Joey's the fake.
Yeah, Joey's very fake. No, I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I don't know how to read it.
It
Like
is
if
weird.
we're going based off of like Brayden's examples, where it's like the way you speak and the things that you say being like playing a game, as he put it. Like I actually really like that he made the joke where he's like, afterwards he was like, yeah, I should have been like more manipulative, smarter, and played the game better, and like
Yeah.
fucking just fucking with
I
all
do
the
agree.
other guys. When he said that, I was like,
I do
classic
agree.
Brayden. Very funny.
Needs to. Hopefully, we get to see him play the game
Yeah, he's gonna play the game next time.
next time.
But okay, a big question during all of this though was when he was having that thing with Adrian and brought up Adrian telling Charity that Brayden called her classless.
Oh, right.
Did he ever actually say that? Because everyone was even saying like, oh, there should be footage or tape of
Right.
that. Pull it up. Let's see it. No footage.
No, nothing. They said they couldn't find anything.
It kind of makes you like, if that was what Charity really didn't like about that whole situation between Brayden and Adrian, it's kind of fucked up of Adrian
Yeah,
then.
that
Because
is.
it's like if that is really the main or only thing that she was upset about, and it wasn't even true,
I know.
that
He
would
didn't
be
even
pretty
say it was
messed
made
up,
up.
dude.
But I feel like he said things very similar to it. If not that.
Yeah,
That
I mean,
implied like that she wasn't, respecting other people. She.
yeah, I mean, and he did say to her, like, things that, like, made me question your character.
Right, yeah.
And he said
That's
that
what I
to
remember,
her, and
definitely.
I was like, damn, dude.
That's a
Gosh.
lot. I know.
How do you get away with that?
I know. I thought he'd be out there right then and there.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know if he's called her classless. It doesn't seem like that. I mean, that was all just fucking bullshit,
I know.
though, anyways. It was
Doesn't
such a
matter.
stupid, like, argument, though. Then we move on to Sean's little center of attention.
That is
where
right,
people were
yes.
complaining about Sean. I think it was James who I was like, who is
Yeah.
that? Who's that?
Is that guy on here?
James was. He said the reason he was mad at Sean when he came back from the group date wasn't because he won, or not even necessarily that he like talked to her first. It was where he sat on the couch, knowing that she was going to come and sit like between everyone, and he sat there to like force it to so that she would sit next. I don't know. It was like, why are you so worried about where she sits? Like, shut up.
Like, she only like the guys that sit closest to her.
Yeah, like what are you talking about, bro?
That was very weird. Like that was like an own. And even if he did do that, like that's props to him for like, figuring that out.
Smart. It's like, oh, dude, I'm gonna sit in the middle. Oh, that means she'll sit right next to me. It's like, yeah, good thinking, Sean.
You should have been there first.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Sean shows up late, and like you could have like blocked it so that only Sean can like sit on the end of the couch or something, but you didn't. And then Aaron S, the man, the fisherman, the camper man,
Yes, the
the
real
man.
man's man.
He was just mad that Sean was singing when he came in. It's like, who cares, dude? What? Come on.
And I was like, it was your attitude, bro. It's how you expressed yourself. Like that, can't get mad at someone else for expressing themselves.
These are crybabies, dude.
It hurt me. You should have just bottled your feelings like I do.
Shut up. Then we got into what I thought was actually the weirdest part of the episode. Like Peter tries to cut in, and in that moment I was like, who are you? But then all of the other guys are like, who is that? And then they're like, oh, it's Peter. Everybody's Peter. And I was like, wait, what's going on right now? And then he brings up that I guess when the guys' headshots came out and they posted them to their social media, all of them put like FP or fuck P or something in the like caption, which
at the very bottom.
At the bottom, which I guess he didn't know what that meant, but like Brayden, classic
Brayden again,
told him like that meant like fuck Peter, which let me just say, if I was Peter in that moment, I would have been like, ignorance is bliss. If I never find out what that means, it's never gonna hurt me.
Not to know. It was just like an inside joke between like 5 or so of the contestants.
Like Brayden tells him, which is like, I mean, deserves to know, I guess.
That's fair.
But then Xavier is like, if Brayden wouldn't have like told him, nothing bad would have happened. I was like, don't blame Brayden. Don't take ownership.
I know. Yeah,
like all of you need to take it. But like, it was just so weird. It was like, why? Like, why? Why did they do that? What did he do that pissed him off so much? And it wasn't super like, it was pretty vague.
Yeah, they did not go into any detail.
They said like, oh, like he was kind of like, fuck you to some of the other guys. Not literally, but it was like the attitude he gave to the other guys. I guess that he was talking about
marketing himself. Selling merchandise, sponsorships. I mean, I think that's fair. If you're, I mean, to at least ask.
We got your back, Peter. Peter, come on, come on the podcast. We'll market you.
Number one supporter.
We will market you. No,
we will get you a shirt.
Yeah, we'll give you a shirt, and then we'll wear your shirt.
FP. That's his new brand. I'd brand that.
I would too. FP. That's pretty good. That's all that he's going to be known for, which is kind of sad. Is FP. I don't think that he's going to make it onto Bachelor in Paradise.
No, not unless he gets his clothing line started.
No. I mean, apparently he was a jerk, but we didn't see it. But then we get the actual sit down with Brayden, where you got to sit and talk to Jesse Palmer.
Mm-hmm.
What did he say? He said his main concern wasn't with Charity. It was just like whether or not he'd actually be able to get proposed at the end of it. Like that this process was too weird.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, kind of fair. Again, it's like...
Yeah, but you don't have to propose.
You don't have to, but it seems
Probably
like that's what
expected.
she wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was... It is probably expected. The show definitely encourages it.
I'm sure, yeah.
But she, just the way she talks about it is pretty clear that that's very much what she wants. So, just getting a lot of shit from the guys though. Again, like Michael said again, like, why would you even like come back in that moment if like you knew that you weren't, like, if it wasn't going to change anything? Why would you even come back when like it was taking vital time from the other guys? And I was just like, no, it's not. No, it's not.
I know.
Like it's taking time, but it's not going to change anything for those guys.
Yeah. I mean, they're at the end of the rope. Then 5 minutes ain't going to change anything for her.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
And then there was an announcement that Brayden will be on the new Paradise.
Oh, yeah. It even showed a little preview with him and Kat, which I think was Catherine. Goes by Kat. She was on the last season of the... Bachelor. It was fuck, dude. I already don't remember who the Zach. Zach.
Yeah.
Zach was the last Bachelor. She made it a good distance. I feel like she was like in the top 6. But she had like a little bit of like drama around her, like I don't know, being selfish or whatever. Like at the end, but it showed
a little Brayden.
Yeah, being a little Brayden, kind of fits a little. Yeah, then their little preview is just them talking and kissing, and maybe that's just a potential relationship we have to look forward to in Paradise. But what else?
Kat and Brayden.
He gave Jesse Palmer some clip-on earrings.
Oh yeah, he did.
That's cute. Sweet. It's pretty funny. I liked it then when he was just talking to him normally afterwards.
Yeah,
wearing them.
Yeah,
it was pretty good. I liked. It's gonna sound mean to Aaron, but I just liked how he's continued to like back up what he said about like how in the moment when he was getting chased out by all those guys, he was like, no, I was ready to fucking beat Aaron's ass. I was ready to fuck him up.
I know.
He's like, I'm not a violent or confrontational person. I'm gonna beat his ass. I like how he also brought up that like when Aaron said to like hit the gas when Brayden was in the car, that there was not even a driver in it, which he didn't need to say that, and I don't know why it is, but it's funny for some reason. It's just like, oh, Brayden, or like, Aaron, who are you talking to?
That would have been
It's a bunch of stupid trauma.
I know, yeah, just a lot of fun. We like to have fun here.
We do like to have fun here. The Fun Podcast is the second name for it. Then we get to Xavier and his sit down.
Yeah, which is to be expected. He's definitely the most recent under drama.
I actually liked how it brought up the recap played their like first date, which she brought up. Like he brought up how his biggest fear of relationship is not being like loved back. You know, it's not reciprocated. And like she brought up hers, which is like infidelity. That's something that she experienced. And like, you know, she sort of asked him his like thoughts on that, and he didn't bring it up in that moment. And I honestly kind of forgot like
that happened.
That was a conversation. Right. Like he just said like, you're gonna get like full honesty from me.
Starting now.
Starting right after I say this. So don't count this. I mean, but it was weird because it didn't really seem like she didn't exactly ask him, but like she definitely asked for his like comments on
Right.
that, and he totally could have just been
Right.
like, well,
Perfect moment.
I do have to mention something. But yeah, it was like he didn't bring it up then. He waited weeks to bring it up.
I know. Not a good look.
I just thought that was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But he also said he regret the conversation, or that he felt like he put his foot in his mouth, or like. But when he said he had regret, I wasn't sure like if he regretted bringing it up or the way that he
how
like
he said
did it. I assume it has to be the way.
Yeah,
he said it. Or,
He definitely did say like he did not feel confident in the way he said it. Reflected him as the man he should be, or something like. It was like really, really cryptic, but
he's not as good with words as we thought he was.
I know, yeah. It was hard to really understand if he like messed up what he was saying and made himself look worse than he was, or if he wanted to sugarcoat it more, or so. I don't.
Yeah, it's an interesting way to put it for sure. Oh, Jesse brought up the fact that apparently something we didn't see was when Xavier got eliminated and was like getting into the SUV or limo when he was eliminated. He told Jesse that he was in love with Charity. So, which he never said to her, I guess. He said that he was falling in love with her.
Yeah.
Which apparently that's different. I don't know.
He's not there yet. He's still falling.
It's not there.
He finally landed in the van.
But I guess like I don't know, like I don't know what that like meant in that moment. Like what he was hoping for.
Pretty poor timing, honestly.
Yeah, like come on, dude. Why are you telling this guy? But he said that the reason he still had that doubt and hesitation during Fantasy Suites is because he was hoping that when he told Charity he was falling in love with her at his hometown, that she would say it back to him. And the fact that she didn't made him still be nervous, I guess.
Yeah, and then wanting to end it, because I'm pretty sure Charity confronted him and saying like he wanted to end it.
I mean,
before the date.
It was like weird. Like she gave him a lot of options or like opportunity to like continue or to go to their fantasy suite, and just he kept giving all these weird answers.
Yeah.
That like it's like, what are you saying, dude? Just like there's a pretty simple, in my mind, simple thing to say to like kind of just.
Yeah, just admit how wrong you were.
Yeah,
and
and like
never do it again, and
like
how you're changed.
All you have to say, why did you do it? Why were you in that position? Why did you feel like that was the best way to handle things? How have you learned from it? And how do you like feel like about like how did you feel about the fact that you did it, and like how do you now feel moving forward, like in your ability to not do that again?
Control yourself in the future. Yeah.
And he just like gave really weird answers for that. But so then then we get Charity coming out. She talks about how she was upset with Brayden. Upset with his comment about like he wishes that she was like could stop being the Bachelorette for a second, which she interpreted it kind of similar to me, where it's like, is that kind of calling her not authentic?
Right.
And then she said in that like I didn't like that he said that because I felt like, you know, I never did anything that was not like
she was being herself the whole time, even on camera.
Brayden kind of just apologized for that, saying like, I don't know, he gave a pretty good apology, I feel like. Do you agree or do you not agree?
Yeah, I thought it was definitely well received at the very least. I thought it was decent.
Okay, good. I didn't want like to say it was a good apology and then you'd be like, no, it wasn't.
Horrible.
What's wrong with you? This is the worst apology. Sean, all he really did was thank her. I did like how he like got up and
I
like
know.
wanted to go sit on the couch.
It's like, may I sit here? Okay, yes. Yeah, I know, completely uninvited. Just
May I sit here? No response. All right, thank you. I'm
That's
sitting here whether you like it or not. It's my seat now.
I know, just to say how much like he's grown as a like just pretty much brown nosing
Yeah, I mean,
everyone there, trying to make himself look the best.
he's trying to get his spot
Weasels
in
in, yeah.
paradise as well, which he probably. I mean, it actually already seems like it's been filmed, so he probably was there.
Yeah, if he was.
Tanner, kind of similar thing. He just thanked her. He realized like he didn't have any questions. He knew that their relationship just wasn't
There.
compared to the other guys. John was the only one that was a little bit confused. He said like he thought that their relationship was better than some of the guys that stayed when he got eliminated. And she was just like, oh, I wasn't really
No.
feeling it with you. You're not what I'm looking for. Sorry.
Reposo. You weren't it.
Oh, then we get the sit down with Charity and Xavier, like together.
Yeah.
Their first conversation together. She was quite surprised that, like, at their initial conversation to find out that, like, Xavier had cheated before. So, I mean, sure, you can be like surprised, but the fact that you kept like saying he reminds you of your ex-boyfriend, it's like
Right,
that's
yeah.
kind of like associating him with like no. But I mean, I guess you can still be surprised, but so then, how did their actual conversation go?
Pretty poorly, I think. Not well.
No, I think it was.
Yeah, it was okay.
It was fine. Xavier, so he said his fear of like getting married or like commitment,
That's what
just like
stopped him.
consumed him. That was a good word.
Consumed.
Instead of like being more focused on her, he was just like let that fear take over.
And not getting reciprocal love from her.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah, he said that his intention of wanting to go to the fantasy suite was not just to have sex with her, which is kind of how it came across. And he felt like his answers yet didn't reflect who he wants to be moving forward. That's kind of what you said there. He said that he did see her as his wife. Too bad.
Too bad. Missed opportunity. Should have done something better.
But he knitted her a rose. Very sweet. He's still
At least I
breaking
think
out
it
the
was.
knitting
Yeah.
skills.
That's nice. Still knits.
Yeah, I mean, overall, it was pretty. There was no bad blood, it seemed like, really. Then we get a lot of behind the scenes stuff. The Barbie date, the dodgeball date, the bloopers. The bloopers were funny. The highlight of the bloopers, and it seems to be a consistent thing, especially with the Bachelorette bloopers, is just how many fucking people hit their head on like the chandelier little light fixtures.
I know. That seems
Because
pretty dangerous.
You hire like 6'9" people, like guys, every time. Like they're gonna hit their head on like the doorway walking through. You can't
pretty much
have little
everything.
things hanging over a
Low
table.
hanging,
Yeah, come on now. That's their fault. That's not the guy's
Contestants,
fault.
Yeah. And vases breaking. I mean,
Oh yeah. What did he do? Who actually knocked the like vase over? They yelled at Sean, but there was like the like production lady
know,
walking
yeah,
by. I was
it
like, I
seemed
think it was
like her.
her. I don't think it was Sean. Oh, they brought Captain Tom back.
Captain Tom.
The highlight, the man everyone wanted to
I know.
see.
I was excited for this.
And he just kept calling her Chastity.
It's a chastity. Little Freudian slip from
Oh
Tom.
man, he's like, oh, yeah. What a good
He was
word to
good.
mistake.
I know.
her name.
Tell me how you really feel, Tom.
Yeah. Oh, and he gave Sean a rose. He was like, "Oh, Sean is the one I would have given the rose to on that date." I wanted Sean to go up and like accept it and like kiss him or something.
Yeah.
Kiss Captain
Get on a
Tom.
knee.
They get engaged on
married.
the spot. That would have been sweet. A good ending.
That would have been good.
But so then after that, we get another little spot that you probably didn't, and me, I will admit, didn't really hit hard with me. But it's when
you didn't watch the 2008 Bachelor season
the
one?
2003, 2008, and 2013 Bachelorettes. It's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
How old do you think we are?
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching this show for like 3.5 years now. Mm-hmm. Not like 15 or whatever. Or 20. So, yeah, but it was Trista, Desiree, and Tiana. See, I don't know. I'm sorry. I liked the one. Actually, I didn't like it. It kind of felt kind of bad. But when they were asking the three, like, oh, how's your life going right now? Trista was like, oh, yeah, I've been married for 20 years. Like, our 20-year anniversary is coming up. 2 kids, a 16-year-old boy. And then Desiree was like, oh, yeah, we're happily married. I'm going to have to tell our kids, like, how mommy and daddy met. And then it was like...
the show them for it.
And then Deanna was like, yeah, I'm transitional period. And I was like, oh, man. She was the only one where she said, like, yeah, even though I didn't find my Prince charming, I still learned from him. She's like, good attitude.
That is good.
They did you dirty, like among like the 2 others that have successful relationships.
I know.
Let's
bring on the 2 people who are still married,
and then one that's like,
and then another who is
just like currently single. Yeah, I felt bad for her in that moment. I'm sure she's doing fine though. She seemed pretty cool. They were giving Charity advice. I like Charity's question. It could be a little foreshadowing. Her question to Trista was like, since you have been married from this show for so long, how do you maintain a successful, happy like marriage? And I was like, what are you trying to say, Charity? Are you engaged with someone? Are you still with like someone right now? Mm-hmm. You with Dalton or Joey? We all know it's not Aaron, but are you with Dalton or Joey right now? It's like,
what can I tell Dalton? Right
yeah, what should I? How do I and Dalton make it work for so long? That's how I read it.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, I followed the same thread.
Unless she was just given questions to ask like ahead of time. It's like, make sure you ask them these questions.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it makes sense. It's part of the show.
Yeah.
Instead of just like, what's your favorite cookie recipe?
Yeah. Oh. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? No Warwick, man.
I know.
No Warwick. Very upset. It literally only showed him for like one moment in like one of the bloopers of him like dancing with someone. I wish he was here. He's probably sleeping though.
I know.
He's asleep for this.
He needs his beauty sleep.
I kind of hope we see him on Paradise though, but I don't know. I kind of doubt it now.
Yeah, I feel like that ship has sailed. The Warwick, he's gone. Never to be seen again.
Yeah. Farewell. But then we get, I feel like, another highlight of the episode. Gerry. The Golden Bachelor. I didn't know how to feel about Gerry. I actually echoed Jesse Palmer's words where it's like, I don't know much about him. I don't know how to feel about him. But I am starting to love him. Thank you, Jesse. You spoke for me.
Mm-hmm. He is starting to grow on me. I do like his backstory.
Yeah, he expanded on his backstory a bit more about how he retired. Him and his wife were retired June of 2017. Mm-hmm. By they bought their dream house or whatever. By July 7th, was at this point. His wife was really sick with a bacterial infection in her kidneys and like liver.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it spread.
And he brought her to the ER on July 7th, and then on July 15th she passed away. And I was like, damn, dude.
Wow.
Like literally like 5 weeks after retiring. Fuck, man.
That is bad.
You got screwed.
That is really hard.
You got dealt a really bad hand in that regard. he seems pretty optimistic. I liked a lot of his answers,
Yeah,
like
he
when
had
he
really
was
good
like
answers.
interviewing.
Definitely.
But he wants to find his person, which I thought was funny because I was like, you kind of already found your person.
Right,
Like you
yeah.
really were your second one, but
They
I'm just
did ask
nitpicking
that,
here
yeah.
a little bit.
They did ask, like, do you think you can find two people in your lifetime?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Or two like loves of your life in your lifetime.
And he said he isn't looking for the same type of love, like the same type of love that he was looking for when he was like 20 or whatever. And now that he's like 70, he's just looking, which I think is like, yeah, that's the way you should look at it. That's probably the healthy way to look at it. He's not looking to like replace his wife or like anything that to even replicate it, because he said like nothing will be the
Match up
same.
that.
Yeah.
Nor should he.
Yeah.
And that he just wants someone to make his family whole again.
Yeah. Which I'm a little bit like, I feel like there's better wording for that.
I would
It's
feel like your family should already feel, I mean, should already have a strong family. You
Well,
shouldn't
yeah.
need someone to come in and fill it.
and this is, I think, our therapy lesson to listeners right now. You don't need another person to make you whole.
Right, yeah.
I mean, he did say like his family, but it's like, nah, dude, your family, you got what you got what you need. I feel like, but to like make you feel whole, definitely don't think that. You don't need another person to like make you complete or
Right,
something.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
you can be happy regardless of whether or not you're in a happy, healthy relationship, or whether you have a partner at all. Like you can still be happy even if you're single. Just go on The Bachelor. No, but that, I feel like that is the only thing. If I want to do a little bit of preaching here, that's the only thing I would say is.
I do agree with that. I'm going to tell Gary next time I see him.
Yeah. Gary, come on the podcast. We have some. You were asking for wisdom from the other guys. Come on. We have some wisdom
We
to give
have
you.
them.
We're here to fucking tell you that you don't need somebody, Gary.
You don't need somebody to love.
But he was pretty funny, though.
He was.
He was acting classic, like
Boomer.
70-year-old. What is trending? What is social media? I was like, classic Gary.
Classic Gary.
I like how he actually said the grand sassy line. I was like, I see why you hired him. He's
I know.
definitely playing the
He
game
learns
right now.
fast.
Oh, and the one question that Jesse asked him about fantasy suites is like, oh, Gary, are you going to
Thought
do
that was a very
fantasy?
good
It's
question.
like, yeah, I mean, he's kind of insinuating. Most people know, like, insinuate or associate fantasy suites with sex.
Love. Sweet love.
Sweet love. And he was like, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
open to it. I love. I
Bit of a
still
lover.
love. But I thought his answer was still good, where it was like, it's going to take quite a bit of, like,
At least one day.
yeah, at least one day. I'm not that easy, guys. Come on now. He said he wants enough time to where him and those women feel comfortable to even get into that position, which is like very, very nice and wise of you, Gary.
That is good advice, Gary.
I feel like a good showing from Gary all around. I mean, anything else you didn't... Any hate you have for Gary? What's the worst thing about Gary? Why is he like the worst? No, I don't want to get into that. We like Gary.
We do like Gary. Except for this one thing.
Except for this one serious thing that seriously just pisses me off. No.
Yeah, I guess that'll be for us to see in The Bachelor. If there's anything that comes up, any skeletons in his closet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, dude. That would be
don't know.
sad. Like, something that actually was, like, found out.
Oh
Especially,
my
like,
God,
leaked
yeah.
on, like, the internet. Like, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Gary, like, fucking whatever in his past. It's like, oh, just let me like this guy, please. It did say that, like, it'll be coming in September. Which,
Very, very soon.
yeah, very soon. It does make me a little bit confused at the timeline, because we have one more episode of The Bachelorette next week, 3-hour long finale. Oh boy, that's gonna be fun.
Nice. 3 hours of joy.
But then we still have Bachelor in Paradise, which we know because we've seen like a preview for it. When is that going to take place? How long is that going to be? Knowing that Gerry's season is going to air in September. Also, how long are they going to be filming Gerry's thing for? Because most of the like Bachelorette and Bachelorette seasons are filmed like over the span of like I think 2 months or like 9 weeks. I don't know, somewhere around
Okay,
that.
wow. Yeah, so that's a lot of time.
And like, so that must mean he's already like filming.
In the middle of it.
Yeah, he's probably already filming his thing. Because the Men Tell All is pre-recorded. It's probably recorded like a week or 2 or even more ago. So he's probably filming. Yeah, but I'm just like confused if we're getting Bachelor in Paradise and then Gerry's season. It's like, how short is Paradise gonna be?
If it's coming September, then they only have like less than a month.
I mean, yeah, next week, the 21st. That means if Paradise, even if it starts literally the week after, that's the last week of September. Oh, dude. What if they do 2 episodes a week?
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh. I like this show, but come on. I need, like, a break. If they do. Bro, I'm just sleeping over at your house. I'm moving in with you if they do that.
We'll have to.
Yeah.
We're going to be watching Bachelor.
Non-stop. It's just having on in the background.
On repeat.
No, that's exciting. And then it showed a preview for next week, last episode, the finale. Bit of drama. I don't nothing
it didn't really show
s-
much. It couldn't.
It didn't show any crazy stuff. It's just like, who am I
Except
gonna
Dotton
pick?
winning,
Dotton. Yeah, it only showed Dotton winning. It's like it barely showed Aaron. It's like
I
you're
know.
not gonna convince me that Aaron makes it into like really
shot.
consideration. I'm sorry.
Should probably ask Aaron, who should I pick?
Aaron, who should I pick? And then
Dotton or Joe?
she talks with their mom. Her mom, at least from the preview, seems like not like willing to like
Help, like, decide.
Well, yeah, it's like it made it seem like she wanted her mom to like almost choose for her.
Yeah.
It's like no, I'm not going to do that. And it's like rightfully so. Do not choose for her. Make her
choose. She needs to follow her heart.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, 1 episode left. Final prediction. I'm sticking with Dotton. Nothing new, really.
Yeah, it'll all be uncovered next week.
How upset do you think Aaron will be when he gets broken up with for a second time in the span of like 2 weeks?
I think he'll still think he has a chance.
He'll probably come back when Dotton is getting like down on one knee. It's like, are you sure you don't want? Are you sure you don't want to choose me?
I'm still available.
He shows up to their wedding. If anyone would like to testify, please, or like object, please speak now. One last shot, Charity. I'm still here.
I have a wedding ring in my hand.
I'm willing to take his place if you let me. I am wearing a very nice suit and I have a ring.
I'm ready.
I think that about covers it. We'll be here.
We will be here.
Next week after 3 hours. Oh boy.
You're welcome.
You are welcome. We're for the people.
We are.
All right. We care. We're honest. We're fun.
We do the dirty work.
And we do the dirty work. That's the third name of the podcast, is the dirty work. Final thoughts? Anything else? Anything we haven't covered?
FP.
FP, our boy.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. All right, this has been
Literally.
We will catch you next week. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.